From the DMK, we have Salim Dharnidharan from Aiadmk, Kovai Satya, and advocate Ramaswamy Mayappan continues to be with us. Salim Dharnidharan, this is criminal negligence. Now, your government is being accused of conspiracy as well.
In these kind of incidents, it's easy to do politics. Blame A can blame B can blame C, and C can blame A. But the point is, my condolences to the 40 people who have died and the 80 people or 80 or more people in the hospital. And some people, some of the men who died are the sole earning members of the family, and I don't know what's going to happen to their family. And I think
9 children.
Yes, 9 children
and 17 women. That's the number.
Yes, 70, yes. So such incidences do not have a place in a society. But before going further, blaming or before assuming, but I have to put certain facts, right, in place. So even during the earlier rally, we gave 40 conditions, 38 conditions the police gave. None of the conditions were followed. Again, we insisted on following the conditions. What happened, including your channel, they said, oh, your party is afraid of Vijay and that is why you're imposing conditions. No, police is an institution. There's nothing to do with DMK, the party, right, or even the government. The institution will do its job based on the experience that they have for the last 75 years. And imagine the crowd was asked to come at 8:45 a.m. and Vijay is boarding the flight only at 8:50 a.m. I'm not saying Vijay wanted this to happen. No, I think he's also feeling very bad. I agree with all that. But 8:50 is when he boarded the flight. He was supposed to be in Namakkal at 8:45. He reaches Namakkal when? At 2 p.m. And then Karur is supposed to be at 2 p.m. He reaches Karur at 7 p.m. And most of the people were there without water. Was water provided to them? No. Food was provided to them? No. Some of them have not had any food from morning 8 o'clock until evening 8 p.m. And most of them have started already fainting. In fact, in Namakkal itself, 20 to 25 people had fainted and ambulances had to take them out. And this hypnotized crowd, which was there, started attacking the ambulance drivers. The police were attacked. Why did this happen? The primary reason is that they don't have second rank leaders. ADMK had the event in the same venue. Why nothing happened? Because ADMK, like DMK, has a grassroots cadre, second rank, third rank, fourth rank. So each of they know whom to report to, how to manage the crowd. So that crowd management was not there. And more importantly, okay, you blame the government now. I'm not absolving myself of the blame. One thing you have to remember is that it is a private event. I'm not.
No, but why was the permission given for a private event to be conducted on a stretch of a road? That is the question to you. And the administration cannot absolve itself from what is visibly, Salim Dharnidharan, criminal negligence. I'm going to come to you because I have to take opening comments from Kovai Satyan as well. Kovai Satyan, one moment. Kovai Satyan, what is clear here is that all political parties want huge crowds because that's a display of showmanship. But in this is also evident their clear understanding that this mass gathering is for their political gains, but what happens to the mass is none of their responsibility.
DMK certainly can't say or wash off that entire event that unfolded is a mistake of TVK. They have equal and larger responsibility since they are in power. While in your video, it's clear and evident that ambulances were given way by the crowd itself. But the video what we have here clearly says that there was nothing charged.
Yes, go ahead.
Who gave the permission to do a Lathi charge on what basis? The DMK and the ecosystem of Aiadmk says that the TVK General Secretary mobile phone is switched off, Aiadmk mobile phone is switched off. I have been trying to reach out to the media agencies who had released this video of Lathi charges. None of them are picking my phones, which means that the DMK already reached out to them and have silenced them. The entire episode, how DMK handled this, clearly exposes their incompetence. There is a better place where this rally could have been held. The permission was denied and they were pushed to a corner. There were no emergency exits and they were not prepared to face these kinds of scenarios is evident because 2 years since the event unfolded, the entire GH hospital didn't have the adequate doctors or nurses to receive and handle people. The numbers, what we say today is from the GH government hospital. Why there are no numbers this government has declared so far for those who got admitted in the private hospitals? What is the status?
So
And
are
it
you
was
saying that the
all a
government is
hurry.
hiding numbers? We do not know the real picture
Definitely.
of how the stampede affected how many people?
If Salem Dharnidharan can give the count on the private hospital, I'll be happy to welcome him to state the numbers
Okay,
officially.
Mr. Dharnidharan,
Your
respond to
channel.
that. Respond to that and then I bring in Ramaswamy.
I cannot answer on assumptions. As of now, the numbers that have been stated are accurate. This government has given accurate numbers. And I'll ask one more impertinent and important point, right? Why? Why did the police attack them? The police attacked them when because they started attacking the police. There was a law and order failure happening there. That happened few hours before this incident. So you can't go and ask minor things and say this is what happened. But it's a private event. I will tell in UP, for example, this one priest in Hathras, right, Bole Baba, sought permission for 80,000 people, but 250,000 people congregated together. What happened? The organizer was arrested. Same when we ask questions, the
So
UP
then
government.
take action against the TVK and actor Vijay because it was his rally. My question then is that, the political class will get away with it because they feel that they are not responsible for human life. They are not enforceable, they should not ensure that the crowd control laws are enforced. It is all evident because what stops is just hollow compensation and blame game. That's why, Ramaswamy Mayappan, it has to be fixed, because maximum turnout at any cost has been the aim of all political parties.
Maria, the sad part is the state administration, the district administration doesn't even have the information and the knowledge that Salem Dharnidharan has here. He categorically says that what to expect when a cinema actor, when a political event takes place. That preparedness is there in his mind. I'm surprised that was not there in the mind of the district administration to plan for the worst. I understand the permission is being given for 10,000 people, they have water and everything provided. But the responsibility of the administration is to plan for the worst case scenario, not plan for the best case scenario. Why do they have a disaster response team? Why did the disaster response team not act quickly enough? Why did the hospital not have adequate staffing when these incidents happen? That is one issue. Second, when such events take place, the government is always ready to push the blame on someone else. When very similar stampede happened in the marina during the air show, the government at that point put the blame on the police officials. Today they want to put it on Vijay. They don't. The government today does not want to take any responsibility at all. I'm not giving Vijay a clean sheet or his party members. They are also responsible, but the responsibility cannot be taken away from government. Today, as a common man or as a citizen, if I have to go and question, I'm not going to file a petition or something against Vijay. I'm going to ask the government because the first responsibility starts with them. And they talk about compensation. Today, it's not about financial compensation that they have to talk about. They'll talk about remedial mechanisms. What are they going to do for those families? What are they going to do for the people? What are they going to do in the future for such events to not take place? Every major event, even stadium attended, either public events or sports events or music festivals, today does not have proper crowd management. Why does the state administration fail? Why is there no disaster response? Just having naam ke vaste, having ambulances there, people who know how to provide first aid is insufficient.
What is
And the
evident
crowd
here
is a
is,
completely different
Ramaswamy
dynamics.
Mayappan, that this was preventable. A preventable
Absolutely.
tragedy has unfolded. DMK has to take the blame because its administration has failed in Karur. Action has to be taken. The actor, because he delayed this entire event by 7 hours, that led to the curiosity of people. That perhaps also increased the crowd, has to be held accountable as well. So,
Maria, I would just like to add one thing.
Yes, go ahead.
Just one. Maria, I think going forward,
Yes.
not just for Karur, not just for Tamil Nadu, not just for India, but I think a common element has to prevail amongst all of us. One, how we handle crowds, how we as human beings are responsible to each other when situations take place, and political leaders, when they are in the podium, it is not sufficient for you to throw 7 water bottles, but it's for you to act immediately and take control of the situation.
Yes.
Because when such a tall
Political
leader
accountability.
asks things,
I agree with you. There
Absolutely.
has to be political accountability. It cannot just stop at district administration also. Salim Dharnidharan,
Can I come in before
there
Salem
has been
answers?
violation of basic safety protocols.
See, Vijay has not followed the conditions laid out by the police. It is a private event. We had given a set of conditions. he being an actor is not, he's not still matured enough to be a politician. I don't want to tell this, but this is a fact, and only because of the like throwing water bottles, 7 water bottles, and his fan being crazy for him or running towards collecting those water bottles, or irresponsible behavior. See, the government had given guidelines. Why we are giving permission is simply because every politician should be allowed to meet his followers or his party cadres.
Yes, and that comes at the cost of human lives.
But they said only 10,000 people will come, but 50,000 people had come. We tried to stop, but the crowd was uncontrollable. Is Vijay answerable to this? Yes, he is answerable. Why action is not taken? Because my police will take action, but it's only 25 hours. We have to do the investigation. This, he has acted as an actor in a very irresponsible manner. And what is even more appalling for me is that when this incident happened, okay, he did not want it to happen, but he should have had the courtesy to speak to the media that same day, and then his cadres, he himself should have sat in Karur
May I come
itself.
in?
What
Yes.
can be done for the people who have lost their life, people who are in the hospital,
Kovai Satyan.
not run away to Chennai.
If
That is
DMK blames TVK and make sure that Vijay has to take responsibility, the last year it is the same DMK government which hosted an air show in Chennai Marina where 5 precious lives were lost.
That's
Why
right.
didn't MK Stalin take the responsibility that it is his incompetence which resulted in the loss of 5 lives? Why now blame TVK? There were better avenues available. Why didn't they give? It is in the same avenue. Just 3 days ago, our leader hosted an event. Just because we had the maturity and experience to conduct an event, there were no lives lost. But TVK is a newcomer and a new startup. You push them towards a corner where no emergency exists and there were no availability of basic amenities. And your current was correct. The moment the leader said 10 rupees per bottle, Sendil Balaji, because Sendil Balaji is the person minister who is responsible for the Karur, and he is facing ED charges for collecting 10 rupees per bottle in liquor, and he is excise minister. The moment Vijay stated 10 rupees liquor bottle scam, suddenly the electricity goes up and police resort to Lathi charge. Who gave the approval for the police to do a Lathi charge in that premises? How come a current goes up all of a sudden? And today the EB employee comes out and says that there were no failure on the electricity. It is just to safeguard the people we switched off the electricity. And police says that we didn't do Lathi charge, we did the Lathi charge to pay way for the ambulance.
Yes.
When your
So
video clearly
Lathi
shows that people are
charge
giving way for
created
ambulances.
chaos. Why was the electricity switched off? That's also a subject of investigation. And Mr. Dharnidharan, here is the TVK and also AIADMK, the BJP. All of them are demanding a CBI probe. Go ahead with it. Send a recommendation to the center. Let there be a CBI investigation.
Yes, Maria, let me complete. See, already the chief minister, within few hours after the incident, had an emergency meeting and went to Karur at 2 a.m. in the morning. And he has also announced a single judge committee regarding the CBI or what kind
We
of
have seen the
investigation.
fate of these single judge
Complete.
commissions, Mr.
Wait, I'm coming there,
Dharnidharan.
I'm coming there.
What
So what
happened?
kind
No,
of,
only recently in Bengaluru, Chinnaswamy, a stadium incident. What
yes.
came out of that?
Yes, that's what I'm saying. What kind of investigation will take place? My chief minister will decide. Wait until tomorrow and day after. He will decide what kind of investigation should be announced. But regarding the current, why was the current cut? It's a very important question to answer. Why? Because they were climbing up the electricity poles. There are visuals. Your channel also played, or some other
Sorry
channel
to
played those.
interpret here.
Why was
It
why
is
was
the
there lucky
same
charge?
Aruna
Was because they
Jagadishan
were attacking
who
the police. The
conducted an
video visuals
inquiry
are
on
there.
Tutti
So my
core
I didn't interrupt you. You
firing
will have time to
and
speak.
submitted her
So
report. It's
you have
been
time
two
to speak.
years. Why DMK has not released it so far? It is the
See,
same single judge, Aruna Jagadishan, who conducted an inquiry on the Tutti core firing. And she has submitted it. It's almost more than 2 years. You have not released it. Then what's the point of this single women commission on inquiry? What justice will they do for this event?
See, as of now, the administration busy in making sure that the people who are injured can be treated as soon as possible and what can be done for people who have died in this unfortunate incident. And my chief minister will make sure whoever is responsible for this is not spared. It is only 25 hours. But first, right now, is to make sure that people are taken care. People who are injured, people who are dead, their family should not suffer. That's the first and foremost, not the blame game. Politics can wait. And I will tell you, EPS was the one who was responsible for the ambulance driver being beaten up, ambulance being destroyed because he irresponsibly 1 month back said ambulance is coming into my riding.
You
Why is the
know,
ambulance?
Mr.
Because people are
Dharnidharan, there
not
has to
able
be a great degree of sincerity, and the government of the day, the administration of the day, the political class in general in Tamil Nadu has to appear far more sincere, that they cannot just ensure that there is crowd because that shows their popularity, because they want to convert that into potential voters. There is much more than that. There are families who are grief stricken. So I think this crowd control and the priority has to be on of safety in these rallies, something that all political parties must think about. Thank you for joining us. Salim Dharnidharan, Kovai Satyan and Ramaswamy Mayappan.